The Life of Chuck is the new Mike Flanagan film out in theaters, starring Tom Hiddleston and Mark Hamill. And basically, it's just the story of the man of Charles Chuck Krantz. And so I gave it nine thanks for 39 great years Chucks out of 10. Now, this movie, I'm not going to really go into spoilers because you haven't seen it, Jack. So I'm not going to talk too much about that. But I will say that for a guy like Mike Flanagan, who is one of my favorite directors of all time, by the way. Mike Flanagan, he's done The Haunting of Hill House and Bly Manor and Midnight Mass.
Huge Hill House guy.
I mean, they're remarkable. It's great work. And he's got a lot of exciting upcoming stuff as well in the horror realm. And yet The Life of Chuck is kind of a break from that. It's really a more wholesome story. And it's probably the most optimistic story that Stephen King ever wrote. And it just really resonated with me, like its message, There's some flaws I could see, but it really resonated with me. It's like 3 vignettes. They really specify like a part 1, 2, and 3. And the way it's presented to you is different, and I'll leave it at that, and it's really cool. But it just, like I said, it really resonated with me. Just kind of a really optimistic story and a sense of warmth and hope. And that's really something that I feel like we need right now in our lives.
There's no horror elements to this movie?
No, there's not really. I mean, there's like one moment, there's like one scene that's like kind of like, for it to work, he has like, you could tell there's horror elements to it. But no, overall, it is a break from that kind of work. And it's really more just a story about life and about ourselves and the way we treat ourselves and the little moments. Like there's one scene in the movie where Chuck is like walking down the street, and there's a girl playing a drum kit, and everybody's just like walking around and no one's really paying attention, and he stops and he thinks about something, and I leave it at that, and something that reminds him, and he starts dancing, and it ends up being this whole big wonderful dance sequence. And it really is like the best scene in the movie, because there's like all the scenes in this movie, it's filled with a lot of hope and a lot of just like respect for the little moments, the little pockets of life that we don't otherwise give any attention to. And I really loved that about this movie. And it was great. It was actually great. The whole message of the movie is like this one quote, this one piece of dialogue in the movie, which is, about how you contain multitudes. And that multitude could be a universe. And it's this idea of just like inside of us and our imaginations is endless